Hi guys, and welcome to the very first episode of my dividend portfolio. Today we're going to be going over what exactly I've got in my portfolio at the moment, and just what I'll be trying to dollar cost average down during this market crash. So my first position, AGNC, which as you can see at the moment, I've managed to dollar cost average this down quite a bit. So if we go into history, we initially bought, I sold a few, got some dividends out of it. So I think our first position that we opened up was this one here, or maybe this one here actually. No, this one here. So we bought this at a fill price of $15.78. So in Great British pounds, that is £11.44. And then we finished off because we're trading 2-on-2. You can only put down 95% of your current value, and I didn't put enough in my account on that occasion. I tend to do that quite a lot, to be honest, not thinking about 95%. So I've just been dollar cost averaging on Friday. So we've now got an average price sitting at $13.41. We've got 8.5 shares, and we are going to be building on this position at the moment. I've had a look on Zach's scores, and it's basically a strong buy at the moment. They are paying the dividend this month, so I've got a feeling not going to cut it in the future. They're a mortgage REIT, so they will be working with people that are paying their mortgage, basically. Which obviously people aren't going to stop paying their mortgage, so it shouldn't really afford the profitability, and they should carry on receiving payments through these trying times. Going down onto Aviva, I managed to get these in right at the bottom here, and it's just been built up. Now these are going ex-dividend sometime in April. It's their final payment, and they are going to be paying this dividend as well. So they've got quite a high yield at the moment. They've confirmed that they will be paying, and obviously with them being an insurance company, life insurance. I actually received a phone call the other day from somebody doing marketing for them, trying to sign people up for life insurance. So they are actually looking for profit in these times. Just because obviously with this virus going about and everything like that, then they are in a good position to be able to profit from that. It's obviously not something that is really good to do, but at the end of the day, they are running a business, and we are here to make money at the end of the day. It's going down again. Just got 3.5 shares into BP at the moment. I kind of wanted to wait to see how this was going to go with the oil price dropping. So this is currently at £3 a share. I bought it in at £2.79 a share, and we are going to be dollar cost averaging that up. I think the oil is going to keep plummeting for a bit, but I do believe that eventually it will go back up, especially when this virus is sorted, and obviously the president can negotiate rates, and hopefully the Saudi Arabia and the Russian oil war just hopefully dies down a little bit. So yeah, I watched Financial Education, and I went in on Carnival. So we have bought it for about £180 worth of shares here. Average price of $20 per share. We've got 11.42 shares. We've got to try and round that up to about $12 cost average in my way down. But that one's just going to be sit and hold for the next few years, I think. I know that they're not going to be entitled to the government bailout, so we're going to have to just keep an eye on this one. I think if it does go around the $22, the $24, $25 mark, I might actually pull this, because I believe they are going to cut their dividend this month as well. Next, we're moving on to energy transfers. Now, these are on the way back up, I believe. These work oil and gas as well, oil industry. However, they mainly lay the pipes, so they charge rent on using their pipes. to actually transfer the oil or the gas or whatever it is from one location to another. So these have got really high yield at the moment. So per share, they're paying $1.22 quarterly, and they're currently sat at $4.77. Now, I've seen that quite a lot of their internal structure, their directors and senior members of staff have been buying up these shares recently, which I find interesting. So that's the reason I'm going to be building on this position as much as possible over the coming months. I do believe there's a lot of money to be had in these. If you look over the last 3 months, going back to 3rd of March, we're trading at nearly $12 a share. So I do believe we'll be able to slowly climb back up on that. I'm not looking to sort of day trade on these or anything like that. I'm going to be holding these positions for as long as possible. So ExxonMobil have gone in on these. Another oil one. Really high dividend at the moment. It's about 10%, I believe, 9% at the moment. Going off my price. Going off the price I got it, I believe it's about 10%. So we're going to be building on this position slowly. Going to bring it up to maybe 6 shares in the next couple of days. Just going to see what happens with the price. They are slowly coming back, so hopefully it is only a matter of time before they do come and make a move back to be a solid position to be in. So GlaxoSmithKline, obviously healthcare industry, really big in the UK. I'm going to be building as much as I can on this position. I believe I'm going to buy another 3 to 4 shares in the coming days, as well as a few more in AGNC. And I'm thinking about going either Kimberly-Clark or Coca-Cola as well, just because of obviously they're consumables for the public. I don't believe this virus will affect their profitability, because at the end of the day, Kimberly-Clark do toilet paper, and Coca-Cola do beverages. So I know a lot of toilet paper and beverages are being sold right now. That's that one. Legal and General, obviously, pension provider, life insurance, other investment services as well. So these are currently paying 18 pence dividend per share. Currently sat just under 40 shares, just under 38 shares, should I say. I've managed to build on this position, get it close to the bottom, and it's bouncing back quite heavily at the moment. Obviously, we'll see what happens on Monday. But I do believe these are going to be in a good position. It's going to be, well, it's already turned into a really, really solid position in my portfolio. Average price there, £1.72 per share. Currently at £2.10 a share. So yeah, we got a nice little bit of profitability. I believe I did cash some of these out. Unsure of which way the market was going to go, but then went back in. So we're now just going to focus on seeing where it goes in the future. I don't really want to buy any more share of these at the moment, because they are, it's going to dollar cost average myself on the way back up, which I don't really want to do so much. I want to see what happens over the coming weeks to see where we stand. Obviously, they've got a dividend payment coming up in April as well, I believe. So we're going to be, maybe if they sink that down a bit, I'll be looking to get some more shares of these. But at the current price, I think it might be a bit too much of a stretch for me, because I'd be buying about another 30 or 40 shares at once. Taylor Wimpey, probably the strongest position, my heaviest position. Now these have recently cut their dividend, so that's the reason for the drop over the past week or so. I believe it was about 4 days ago they declared they'll be cutting the dividend. They were going to be doing a special dividend, which has also been cut. So the final dividend was about 9p per share, no, 11p per share. And then they had a special dividend of 11p per share. And now they have cut both of them. But I'm a long-term investor. I do believe in the company. They usually look to manage all of their debt to cash ratios. They manage the internal structure of the company, I know is very, very good, and if that's what they want to do, then I've got a lot of faith in this company to actually move forward and potentially bring a lot more money to the table. If these do go back up to £2.20 per share, then obviously we're going to be in for a good win here. We've spent about £220 on these so far. I've only started investing about 2 months ago or 1 month ago, and taking it serious probably the last month and a half. So we are going to be building on these positions as much as possible. So that's where we have it at the moment, guys. That's the update on the portfolio. That's obviously my first episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. If you do enjoy, then please hit the thumbs up key, and hit the subscribe button. I'm going to be doing these videos about every few days, just as an update, what I'm going to be buying, and obviously answering any questions in the comments as well. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one.